Good morning to all. Today we are going to learn C reading. So that is V.V.S.Laxman, very special. So in the previous class we learn about unit 2. So that is games and sports. In this unit 2 it has 3 readings. So that is reading A, true height, reading B, what is a player, a poem. So reading C is V.V.S.Laxman, a very special. So in the previous classes we completed reading A and reading B. So now we are going to learn about reading C, that is V.V.S.Laxman, a very special. So in the these three readings telling about games and sports. These 3 readings telling about games and sports. So now we are going to learn about V.V.S.Laxman. Is a very special. So V.V.S.Laxman, do you like sports, children? Do you like sports? What is your favorite sport, and who is your sport person? So what qualities do you admire in her or in him? Well, students, you may be wondering why I am asking why I am asking you about these questions. I mean, based on sports. Okay, let us today we are discussing about today our class is going to be on V.V.S.Laxman. I mean, V.V.S.Laxman is very special. That is C reading. Wait. V.V.S.Laxman is very special. Right. Do you like cricket, students? Do you like cricket? Who is he? So he is a V.V.S.Laxman. He is a V.V.S.Laxman. He is V.V.S.Laxman. So today our class is going to be on V.V.S.Laxman. So he is one of the greatest cricketer of India. This is an exclusive interview with sports star V.V.S.Laxman, in which he has shared his experience and his thoughts. So V.V.S.Laxman is one of the greatest cricketers India has ever produced. So here, V.V.S.Laxman was known as a stylish batsman. He started his career as a cricketer of under 16. So he was selected by the Hyderabad Cricket Association, and when he was 18 years old, so he was selected to play in the Ranji Trophy cricket match. So he played a different formats of cricket, and he was successful player against Australian team, Aussies team. So though he could not participate in the World Cup, his service to the Indian cricketer recognized by everybody. Some of his contributions to Indian cricket team was keeping in the number one position in the test matches. So okay, well students, now get into the textual part of our lesson. It's an interview, sports star with V.V.S.Laxman. So it's an interview. We have questions based on questions V.V.S.Laxman. I mean V.V.S.Laxman answers to the interviewer. Okay, let us begin it. So just you observe this motto. This treat successful and failure on the same wavelength. Treat successful and failure on the same wavelength. So here see, for example, when you success in competition, for example in exam, you become so overconfident, and if you fail, so you lose your hope. I mean you lose your confident. I mean your confidence is very low. So here V.V.S.Laxman says we have to treat both success and failure. We have to treat both success and failure on the same wavelength. I mean they should be they should be treated equally. So I mean fail or success or fail, anyone, you should treat equally. If you have a success, then you don't have a proud. If you have if you have a failure, so then you don't lose your confidence. So you must have treat these I mean both success and failure same wavelength. So you treat failure or success, you treat equally. So I mean Lakshman says to us, I mean V.V.S.Laxman says to us, so you treat equally both success and failure. So that is treat success and failure on the same wavelength. Success and failure are a part of anybody's life. Success and failure are a parts of anybody's life. The key is self belief and performing consistently in tough conditions. V.V.S.Laxman tells to V.V.S.Subramaniam. So here V.V.S.Laxman tells to V.V.S.Subramaniam, that is success and failure are part of anybody's life. Success and failure are part of anybody's lives. ప్రతి ఒక్కరి జీవితంలోన in everybody lives must have success and failure. That is a part of our life. That is a part of in our life. So every human being, if you take every man, every woman, so must have a success and must have failure. So if you take everyone, so if you take everyone life, you can see in their lives so success and also failures also you can see in their lives. So here V.V.S.Laxman tells to V.V.S.Subramaniam, so he tells to V.V.S.Subramaniam, that is success and failure a part of success and failure are parts of anybody's life. So the key is self belief. Here self belief, so self belief and performing consistently in a tough conditions. So I mean Lakshman says to V.V.S.Subramaniam, that is if you I mean a success and failure a part of anybody's life. So the key is self confidence. I mean confidence, self belief, that means self belief means confidence. So here self belief, I mean as the key is self confident and performing. And performing, that means by by Im by improving oneself, by improving oneself. I mean, here consistently, consistently in tough conditions. So when you are tough conditions, then you don't get loose, so you don't get anxiety, so you don't get angry, so you don't get lose that thing. So just you be confident, you go with confident, then you go, then you will get success or failure, anyone. So just be confident. So just you have a be confident. So that is said to V.V.S.Laxman, Subramaniam, V.V. Subramaniam. I mean V.V.S.Laxman tells to V.V.S. Subramaniam. So every life, in every life, success and failure must, it's a part, it's a part. So that is the key is self confident by improving ourselves. So consistently in tough conditions, consistently in tough conditions. So that is the that is V.V.S.Laxman told to V.V. Subramaniam. So then, one of the finest player in contemporary cricket has called it a day. So one of the finest players, one of the finest players in contemporary cricket has called it a day. Call it a day, it means call it a day means decide or agree to stop doing something temporarily or permanently. So here one of the finest players is contemporary cricketer has called it a day for someone who delighted cricket lovers with his brilliance, with the willow for 16 long years in Test cricket. Vangipurapu Venkata Sai Lakshman announced his retirement at crowded media conference in Hyderabad ahead of the two Test series against New Zealand. So here one of the finest player in contemporary cricket has called it a day for someone who delighted cricket lover with his brilliance, with the willow for 16 long years in Test cricket. Vangi Vangipurapu Venkata Sai Lakshman announced his retirement at a crowded media conference in Hyderabad ahead of the two Test series against New Zealand. So here V.V.S.Laxman. So V.V.S.Laxman. So since how many years he had been a part of cricket? So he had been 16 years. So 16 years. Wait. 16 years. So he had 16 years, I mean 16 years, 16 long years he had been a part of the cricket. So here what is the meaning of what is the meaning of called it a day? What is the meaning of called it a day? I mean here he decided, V.V.S.Laxman decided to announcement or to stop doing something permanently. So here V.V.S.Laxman call it a day, I mean announce, he took a decision, and or agree to stop doing permanently his cricket. So here V.V.S.Laxman announced retired about announced his retirement. So with a crowded media conference in Hyderabad. So I mean he V.V.S.Laxman since 16 years he had been part of cricket. So V.V.S. Laxman, the full form of Vangipurapu Venkata Sai, Laxman. So I mean what is the full form of V.V.S. Vangipurapu Venkata Sai Laxman? So since how many years he had been a part of the cricket, since how many years he had been a part of the cricket. So 16 long
16
years
years.
he had, 16 long years, 16 long years. So where he announced his retirements, where he announced his retirements. So he announced his retirement at a crowded media conference in Hyderabad, in Hyderabad. So okay, right. So in Hyderabad ahead of two test series against New Zealand. So New Zealand. So then the third paragraph, so we go to third paragraph. The 37-year-old star batsman who was a part of the fabulous batting lineup so which helped India become the number one test team, shares his experience and thoughts in an exclusive interview with Sportstar. So here V.V.S.Laxman. So V.V.S.Laxman at the age of 37 years old, he gave he give he gave an interview, an interview to share his experiences and thoughts. So a time of interview, how old are V.V.S.Laxman? At time of interview, how old are V.V.S.Laxman? So at the age of 37, so at the age of 37, he he had a interview. So he had a interview. So here uh, he give interview to a sports star. It's a channel name. It's a channel name. So that is a sports star. So here interviewer, uh, he here interviewer. Uh, the questions, the question. It's an interviewer. We have to questions based on the questions. Then V.V.S.Laxman answers to the interviewer, answers to the interviewer. Here it's begin from sports stars. So sports stars asks to V.V.S.Laxman, that is, when you look back, how has the journey been in the world of cricket? So here sports star interviewer asks to V.V.S.Laxman, that is the question. So here, so what's the question? So when you look back, how has the journey been in the world of cricket? So that means sports star interviewers asks to that question. So that is, how is the journey? So how is the journey has been in world of cricket? So asks to V.V.S.Laxman. So he is a great one of the greatest Indian cricketer. All right, he belongs to Andhra Pradesh. So, he belongs to Hyderabad. So before we separate, so it is one of the part in our in our Andhra Pradesh. So that is, so that's why I could say, so he is belongs to Andhra Pradesh. Right? Okay. So here then answers to sports. Sports interviewer. V.V.S.Laxman answers to the interviewer, that is, it has been wonderful. I was lucky so that the Hyderabad Cricket Association promoted me and Jaki. So Syed Mohinuddin Jaki from under 16 level itself. They made us play in the under 19 grade the same year. It was a huge leap for us and very encouraging. Fortunately, by 18, I was on the verge of playing for Hyderabad in Ranji Trophy. So here, when sports interviewer asks a question, so how is the journey of you? How is the journey has been in world of cricket? Then V.V.S.Laxman answers to the interviewer, that is, I had been wonderful. It's a very wonderful thing. So it's a very surprising thing. It's a great thing. So I was lucky. The Hyderabad Cricket Association. The Hyderabad Cricket Association. This is the society of like this of cricket. So here Hyderabad cricket, I mean, I was lucky that the Hyderabad Cricket Association promoted me and Jackie. So the Hyderabad Cricket Association promoted him and his friend Jackie. So Jackie, it's a pet name. So the full name is full name is Syed Muhammad Jackie. So it's a pet name Jackie, right? He called a pet name, that is Jackie, his friend Jackie, right? Okay, here from the under 16 level itself. So I mean to 16, under 16 they were selected to uh, under 16. So I mean Hyderabad Cricket Association, uh, that that is selected to them. I mean who them? So here V.V.S.Laxman and Jackie. So they were selected under 16 level. So they made us play in the under 19 grade the same year. So they could play under 19 grade as the same year, the same year. So which year they were selected under 16 level. So at the same year they were selected also under 19 grade. So here it was a huge leap for us and very encouraging. Fortunately by 18 I was on the verge of playing for 18 years for Hyderabad in Ranji Trophy. So I mean he was he was very happy, he was so happy. So why? Because he was selected in Hyderabad in Ranji Trophy uh, cricket match team. So when he was 18 years old, he was selected to Ranji Trophy. He was selected to Hyderabad in Ranji Trophy. So or then he said to again another thing. Honestly, honestly, I feel that all the hard work and commitment I put in from the start of my career have cul- culminated in 16 long years of international cricket. It had been an immensely satisfying feeling to have contributed to India cricket in my own way. Honestly, so to genuinely, I could say honestly, I feel that all hard work and commitment. I feel that all hard work and commitment I put in at I put in from the start of my career, from the start of my career, have culminated in 16 long years of international cricket. So I mean already I asked you a question. So since how many years he had been a part of cricket? 16 long years he had part of cricket. He had been part of cricket. So here, so in these 16 long years, he had always done hard work. So and he put a commitments. So I mean already we discussed in the last classes, in the previous class, in the previous lesson. So if you have 3 Ds, then you can get a success in any conditional, I mean in any parts. So if you have 3 Ds, what are the 3 Ds? So determination, declaration, discipline. If you have determination, declaration and discipline, then you get success. I mean again we learn another motto in the true height. So that is if you want something, you work for it. If you want something, you work for it. So another we learned about so if you want something, you work for it in any situation, either day or night, moon or light. So like this, rain or day, rain or shine. So you ignore all these things, just you work for it, just you work for it, just you hard for done, you hard you hard work for that. So then you commitment, you have a good commitment, you have a good hard work, then then you put a get success, you get success in any field, in any field here. So here V.V.S.Laxman's follow these hard work and commitments. So I mean determination. So he has a determination and he do hard work. So that's why he had a continuing 16 long years international cricket. So I mean culminated in 16 long years of international cricket. So here uh, so again again a sports stars interviewer asks another question, that is so SS, that means sports stars, that means sports stars sports stars interviewer asks to another question, that is who has been the biggest influence on you. So who is your influenced by you, they were asked. Then V.V.S.Laxman, then V.V.S.Laxman answers to the interviewer, so that is my parents, so Dr. V. Shantaram and Dr. V. Satyabama. So no doubt about that, especially given the fact the sports was never an integral part of our family. So but the guiding philosophy which they had thought was handling success and failure with equal essence. So it's a philosophy in their family, that is success and failure equal, success and failure with equal s. I mean here, so when a sports star interviewer asks a question, that is who has been the biggest influence on you, who has been the biggest influence on you, then V.V.S.Laxman answers to the interviewer, so that is my parents, there is no doubt my parents. So here whose him parents, who's his parent, so Dr. V. Subramaniam and Dr. Satyabama. So Dr. V. Subramaniam and Dr. Satyabama. So I mean they were V.V.S.Laxman came from a doctor's family. So here V.V.S.Laxman came from doctor's family. So that's why here, especially given the fact the sports was never an integral part of our family. So why? Because they were came from a doctor's family. That's why it's not a cricket family, it's not a sports family, it's not a games, a sports and games family. So here it's an integral part of our his family. So I mean, but so the guidance philosophy, so I mean their parents guidance philosophically, so they, I mean their parents, V.V.S.Laxman parents taught him like handling success and failure with equal s. So with equal s, I mean you go with your ambition, so you go with you as you wish, if you want become a cricketer, then you go to a cricket field. If you want become a doctor, then you go to choose doctor settlement, like this. So yeah, I mean they were taught to a philosophy, philosophically. I mean if you choose a cricket, if you want to choose to get a cricketer, then you go. So you don't mind either success or failure. So just you go, be confident and do hard work, then you get success. It's not a success or failure, it's not a if you have a success or failure, just you uh, take equal wavelength, I mean the parents, his parents said do like this. So here again sports star interviewer asks to another question, so what did the sport teach you. So here, so that is what did the sport teach you. So here I mean what he had teach from what he had learned from cricket, what he had learned. Who's he? I mean V.V.S.Laxman. What V.V.S.Laxman had learned from cricket. So here sports star asks this question: what did the sport teach you? Then V.V.S.Laxman answers. Then V.V.S.Laxman answers to the interviewer, that is character. So that is, he could say that is the character. I mean he learned character. He learned character from cricket. So uh, so he could say answer, that is character. To treat success and failure on same wavelength. It also taught me to be very balanced, and obviously whatever I am today is because of cricket. So he could say, firstly he could say character. So I mean when the interviewer asks a question, that is what did the sport teach you, that means I mean what he had learned from cricket, like this. So then he replied that, I mean V.V.S.Laxman answers to the interviewer, that is that is so character. I mean if you lose your character, then you can lose it, then you can, I mean if you lost your character, then you can lose everything in your life. So uh, he could a strong character. I mean he had a strong character, so he learned character. He learned I mean he had learned from cricket. So character. So that is to treat success and failure on the same wavelength. I mean if you have a success and then you don't get proud, you don't so overconfident, you don't have so overconfident. So then if you got failure, I mean you have a if you have a failure in your competition, so then you don't get, then you don't lose your hope, then you don't lose your confidence. So then you don't lose your you don't get I mean here you don't you don't you don't lose your confidence. So just you both, I mean success or failure, these both you treat equally a same wavelength. So you treat equally a same wavelength. So it also taught me, I mean cricket taught me a very balanced. Obviously whatever I am to be today is because of cricket. So what I have today, so it's because of cricket. So if you have so many things, so it came from cricket. So here it's a balanced. So I learned balancing, and obviously whatever I have, so today is because of cricket. Because of cricket, he could say answer of this question. So when the interviewer asks what did the sport teach you, so he could say answer two things like a character, and he taught me a very balance of obviously whatever I have. So I mean success and failure on the same wavelength. He treat a success and failure as same wavelength. So that is the he could he give answer. Then so then another I mean a sports star asks another question, that is what was the most difficult phase of your career. So what was the most difficult phase, what was the most difficult situation to choose your career. I mean which is the difficult situation, what is the difficult situation in your career, in your life. Asks this type of question from sports stars interviewer. So here then V.V.S.Laxman answers to the interviewer, that is so it was when I had to prefer cricket to academics. That was the toughest moment of my life, though There was always the dream to play for my country. Also had a nature designed to be a doctor. Coming from a family of doctors, luckily my father gave me the complete freedom to choose any one of the two. So here the role of my uncle Baba Mohan was very crucial, along with some of the coaches then. So here he could say answer, I mean he V.V.S.Laxman answers to the interviewer. So the question of what was the most difficult phase of your career, I mean which is the difficult situation, which is the difficult condition of in your life. So then ask this question from a sports star interviewer. Then V.V.S.Laxman, reply the answer, that is it's it was when I have prefer, so when I have prefer cricket and academic. So when I had to prefer cricket and academic, so that is the toughest moment, that is the difficult condition in my life. So that is the toughest moment of my life. So what was I choose, I mean either cricket or academic. So I mean doctors, like a doctor, like a cricket player. So which one I choose. So this is the difficult condition, this is the toughest moment in my life, he could say answer like this. Then though though there was always a dream to play for my country, I mean he has always a dream, that is he had participated in a cricket team, and he had to play for my country. So he is always thinking about his dream. So he has a dream, that is to play my country, to play for my country. So to play for my country, I want to play for my country. So this is his dream. So uh, I also had a natural desire, and he has also natural desire. So that is to be a doctor. I mean first he has a dream and natural dream. So the dream is to play for our country as a good cricketer, so in our cricket team. So and then another natural desire he also. So that natural desire, that is he want to become a doctor also. So why? Because he choose these two things. So he is coming from a family of doctor, a family doctor. So I mean their all mother their family, in their family all members, mostly all members are doctors. If you take her mother, if you take her father, so I mean Dr. Shantaram is also one of the famous doctor. Dr. V. Satyabhama is also one of the famous doctor. So he born from doctor's family. So that's why he choose a natural desire, like it become a doctor, but his dream is to play, I mean to play for our country, to play for our Indian cricket team. So here, so that is he has a choose two things, but his dream is mainly I want become a Indian cricketer, but he does not neglect her academics. He does not neglect his academics. So he has a natural desire like that. He want to become a doctor. Why? Because he is coming from a family of doctors. That's why he choose a natural desire, that is want to become a doctor. So here luckily my father gave me the complete freedom. So his father gave him so the complete freedom. So So I mean, in every family, if you have a complete freedom, then we can get success. So I mean, not only is it's not easy. So if you hard for that, if you hard for that, and you have a determination, declaration, and discipline, then you get success. You get success. So here in his family, so his father, I mean, V.V.S.Laxman's father gave gave him to complete freedom about his career. So to choose any one of the two, I mean, academic or academic or cricket. Uh, if you want become a cricketer, then you can choose cricket. If you want become a doctor, then you can choose uh, doctor. So here I mean his father, V.V.S.Laxman's father, give his that is that is a complete freedom for choose to getting choose these two things, academic or cricket. If you want a good play, I mean if you want to play Indian cricketer as a Indian cricketer team, then then you can choose cricket. So if you want, as you wish you want, so then you choose that. So his father said to like this. So here the role of my uncle Baba Mohan. So the here, so Baba Mohan is uncle. So Baba Mohan is uncle. So very crucial along with some of coaches then. So he is also a good encouraging to his career. So this is the he reply to VVS. He reply to SS. That means sports stars interviewer. So this is the when a sports star interviewer asks this question, asks like this: what was the most difficult phase of your career? Then V.V.S.Laxman answers to the interviewer, that is so it's very difficult to choose academic or cricket. So by at that time my father gave me a completely freedom to choose these two things like cricket and academic. I have a dream to play for my country, and I have a natural desire to become a doctor. So I choose the firstly my dream. So and I fulfill my dream, then I go to I choose natural desire. So I don't neglect my academic. So I do not neglect my academic. So I put I put effort to these two things, academic and cricket. So this is the about this is about V.V.S.Laxman difficult in his life. So then we will I mean sports stars asks again another questions. So and V.V.S.Laxman gives these answer about of the interviewer gives answers to the interviewer. So we will continue the next class in the remaining part of these lesson. So we will continue next class of these lesson. So we will learning about the remaining part of this class of V.V.S.Laxman, very special. So now I would like to stop here. So now I would like to stop here. So we will continue the next class, the remaining part of this lesson. So thank you for everyone. Thank you all.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye everyone. Bye.
Bye, sir.